community, what is going on? Chris, back here to make another video with you. Might be a little loud, huh? Alright, let's try that. So, yeah, trying to get into making regular videos. I know most of my videos are kind of vinyl finds, because I always have typically a large amount of inventory coming in, it seems like. But I have some ideas to do some different content coming up here soon. I'd like to do a, everyone's got their opinions on the top jazz albums, but I'm going to kind of throw a twist on that as just the top jazz albums in my collection that I enjoy. So look for that here in the next couple weeks. I don't know if I'm going to do a top 100 albums. You know, I think that would just take a little long for me, time consuming, but anyways, so there's some different content to look out for in the near future. If you guys have any ideas, you know, you want to see some more stuff too. I know some people had contacted me about doing a room tour, which I finally ended up doing a couple weeks ago, and great response on that. Thank you very much. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas, questions or whatever, you know, I want to do another full cleaning video. I know I have my ultrasonic that I just did an opening on, but I want to do a full cleaning process, another one pretty soon. Just what I do works for me. Is it the best? I don't know. Just works for me. So anyways, this video is going to be vinyl finds. So why don't we start with just what we're listening to right now, which is just incredible. I mean, this is the second time I had this on tonight. I mean, it's the Renee Thomas Quintet Guitar Groove on Jazzland. As you can see, with Mr. J.R. Montrose on this one. Teddy Kotick on bass, who used to play with Bill Evans, I think, a little bit, and Horace Silver. Albert Heath on drums. I mean, just an incredible album, I think, on Jazzland. It's the Orange Mono Jazzland label. I think it's 1960. I think it's 1960. A little damage right there. I got this for a steal on eBay. I really knew nothing about it, but I started reading more about him. He was a Belgian-born, obviously guitar player. But as you can hear, I mean, blown away. All right, next couple are all coal mine releases, which seem to always take all of my money. Which is a good and a bad thing. They're putting out a good product, right? So I have no problem supporting them. It's a great label, and I enjoy everything. I mean, I don't think I've heard an album that they put out that I haven't enjoyed. So no exception here. This is Ghost Funk Orchestra. This just came out. I mean, I group all my stuff, so I think this just officially came out on Friday. But as you can see, they call it like a psych soul. Yeah, that's a pretty good description, I guess. It's just a beautiful album, and I think it's, you know, I think it tends to lean more on the soul side, being on Coal Mine. But this is on there. I think is this on the Karma Chief? Yeah, it's on the Karma Chief. And this is I forget what color this is. I don't know. I don't feel like opening it right now, but just a great album from Coal Mine. I'm sure you guys heard me talk about them already, but they really have not put out a bad product. And continue with that. I'm not sure how you pronounce it really. Ikebe Shakedown. Another great album from them. This is Instrumental Soul. I want to say, is this their second or third album on the pink vinyl? Just another great example of up-and-coming soul music that we have going on right now. It's kind of weird that most of it's on Coal Mine for me. I know there's a couple other labels too that are doing it, but check it out. This just came out within the last couple weeks as well. Alright, these guys are from Austin, I believe. Black Pumas. think this was actually released on ATO Records. Yes, ATO Records. But this is the Coal Mine variant that they did on it. Just another band, I mean, that I put this one on a bunch too, and everyone was like, wow, that's cool, red-black variant there. If you haven't heard them, check them out. Very enjoyable. Lee Moses, How Much Longer Must I Wait? This is like, this is actually a Light in the Attic records, but this was a Coal Mine variant that they issued, or Plaid Room Records, which is Coal Mine Records. But yeah, this is just like his singles and rarities that were never put on an LP. He had several 7 inches that were never made into albums. They were just 7 inches, so they kind of included it here all in one, because if you were to find those Lee Moses 45s, it would be very expensive. So this is nice soul music right there. And I missed out when they had their issue on this, or reissue on this, but they posted just maybe like a month ago that they found like some more of them. So this is Time and Place. This is, I believe, his only LP, full LP he ever did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the yellow variant, Coal Mine, or Plaid Room, whatever you want to call it. Just terrific soul music. I'm a big fan of Lee Moses. I had seen Lee Moses' album on Coal Mine's website, but it wasn't until Andrew, Tales from the Crate, I think he posted, I think he got like a Light in the Attic version of it, I think, right, Andrew? But, yeah. Next, a couple other new records I got. I had some gift cards left over, and my parents had got me this album, actually, believe it or not, and I had to send it back because it was damaged from Amazon. So it took a while for them to get more in stock, and they finally did. So we're expecting to see that for you. Tupac Greatest Hits. It's a 4 LP monster. It pretty much has everything you're gonna want on it. Keep Your Head Up, Me Against the World, How Do You Want It, Unconditional Love. I mean, so many hits he's got. I Get Around, California Love, Changes. I mean, Dear Mama. Holy cow! Great album. Glad to have it. Always been a fan. This next artist, I think I showed one from her. Was it last video or maybe 2 videos before? But I've got another. This is the Urban Outfitters. This is Ariana Grande. This is Sweetener. So the hit songs off of here would be God Is a Woman, Sweetener, and No Tears Left to Cry. So I'm a sucker for female pop, man. Mariah Carey when I was younger, Ariana, continuing on, Whitney Houston. I'm a sucker for female pop. What are you gonna do? Alright, so this next artist, can't remember where I heard her first. I heard her first album a while back, and I actually never bought it, but when this album came out, I don't think it came out that long ago. I think it's a 2019 album, yeah. But I think she's the most talented of the 2 sisters, I gotta say. This is Solange Knowles, aka Beyonce's sister. I think, oh, it was playing in the background, I think, in my last video, wasn't it? Just incredible, awesome. Liam Gallagher, As You Were. I think this is a really decent effort. Is it Oasis? No, but I think it really is a good album. If you like Oasis, I think you will definitely enjoy this album. I know I did. Even my wife kind of came in. She's like, "Is that Oasis?" I said, "No," but yeah, good stuff. Don't know really what else to say about it, but check it out. All right. Moving on, we have Marvin Gaye album I did not have. Actually, I had one. I think this is an upgrade, but Midnight Love. Obviously, it's got Sexual Healing on here. Would be the hit. kind of rounding out my Marvin collection, trying to, so that was a nice find. Alright. Jim Hall Concierto. Now, the main reason I got this is because the lineup. Paul Desmond, Chet Baker, Ron Carter, Steve Gadd, and Roland Hanna. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite CTI releases, if not my favorite, so. CTI is very hit and miss for me. They have a lot of good stuff, and then some of their stuff is just, man, I don't know. But that right there, that's a winner. Alright, next. This was a nice one. I still have to get this sticker off up here, but this is John Coltrane with the Red Garland Trio. It's a second pressing. See the New Jersey address there, Bergenfield, New Jersey. So yeah, second press. Just terrific album. Red Garland, very underrated. I mean, I wouldn't say he's underrated, but not when you hear talked about in the likes of the Coltranes and the Davises, obviously, and you know, even Horace Silver or anything. But Red Garland, I mean, on the keys, he was great. Paul Chambers on bass and Art Taylor on drums round out this record. Really nice to find this. Smoking deal on it. As you know, I can't pay up towards all these reissues unless I get a good deal, so I just hunt for them. Alright, next, an album I've been looking for a very long time, but an original US press. You know, it's getting up there in my range I really don't want to spend, so I found this on eBay for, I don't know, I think I actually made an offer, and I think he took $10 for this or something. But this is the Young Lions. If you can just read that lineup, I'll just leave that there for a minute. I mean, crazy. Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter, Frank Strozier, Louis Hayes, Bobby Timmons on piano, Bob Cranshaw, and Albert Heath on drums. What the heck? That should be illegal to have that many good musicians on an album. And this is a Japanese pressing. Early 60s Japanese pressing. Yeah, it sounds terrific. Near mint shape. Terrific album on VJ. If you couldn't see that from the label, it's kind of a different VJ label because it's a Japanese press, but I was happy to get that one. Next, we got Mr. Art Blakey, Three Blind Mice, and the Jazz Messengers. This is on United. It's a first mono pressing. Another just terrific effort from Mr. Blakey here. I mean, 60s, late 50s, early 60s. He really did not put out many bad records. Even when the Messengers kind of switched up with personnel, I think it just stayed so consistent with him on the drums, you know. And this is no exception. This is not a terribly expensive album, but just really, really good. So this one I actually found on eBay. This seller had like a group of 10, I don't even know how I found this auction, to be honest with you, but he didn't have this record listed in the title. He just had 10 records for sale together, and I kind of made out what I thought was this record, and I kind of, you know, clicked on it and I zoomed in, and sure enough, it was this. And I asked him, he sent me some more pictures, and yeah, that's how I got another super nice copy of the Ronettes. This is featuring Veronica, Fabulous Ronettes. One of my favorite top 10 albums of all time, probably. Early Phillies label with the Ronettes spelled incorrectly on the label, which is kind of funny. But this album, I really don't even know what I can say about it. It's incredible. Be My Baby, Chapel of Love, Baby I Love You. I might even have to put this on right now. I mean, it is so good. One of my top 10 albums of all time. No debating it for me. It'll be in there. So from the same artist, or from the same artist, from the same person, you know, I mentioned it before, when I shop on eBay, I like to bundle. So cut down on the shipping costs. You buy 4 albums from the same guy, it's like $1 shipping per album, right? So I was already paying, because it was 10 albums, I was paying like $6 for shipping. So anything else was going to be free pretty much for shipping, the guy said. And I was looking, and I mean, I couldn't even believe he had this for $4.25. $4.25. Sam Cooke, live at the Harlem Square. One of the best live albums of all time. This thing is in great shape, still in the shrink, and I would have taken the shrink off, but I can't get that hype sticker off, and I really want to keep that. So awesome, awesome album. I've been looking for this for a long, long time. I wasn't gonna pay $50 for it, so yeah, super happy to get that. Sam Cooke. All right, so in the Young Lions, this artist was in there. Just a great saxophone player. And this was his debut album, also on VJ. So VJ for the Young Lions, VJ for this guy. This is fantastic. Frank Strozier. This is an original mono press with the maroon VJ labels, not the rainbow labels. This is the first press. There you go. Frank Strozier, Booker Little, Paul Chambers, Wynton Kelly, and Jimmy Cobb. Another cooker of an album right here. I mean, not one that you would just look at and say, hey, I gotta get that as a jazz album. But this thing, wow. Check it out. Alright, I'm gonna close out this video with some some punk, actually. Believe it or not. So first, I will show you The Descendants, I Don't Want to Grow Up. This is a first pressing of this from 1985 on SST. But it does not have the SST logo. That's how you know that it's a first press. Just a terrific. I've always loved The Descendants. I love Milo. You know, they're a hard band to like. They're kind of like Tool before Tool, you know, because these guys broke up so many times, and then they get back together, and then, you know, Milo wanted to go to college, and seriously, just like the album. And I mean, I love their logo. I saw them once in high school. This is one of my favorites. I Don't Want to Grow Up's on here. Rockstar, Can't Go Back. Yeah, love The Descendants. And the next one, this was an album that came out when I was in high school, once they had reformed. So this was a big album for me, and I got all these from the same seller on Discogs, which was in great pricing. This is from '96. This is Everything Sucks. For me, it's my favorite album. I could see why people would argue saying Milo Goes to College or I Don't Want to Grow Up would be their favorite, and I get it. They're all great, but for me, just because of the time it came out, this was my favorite. When I Get Old, I'm the One. I mean, those songs were so big for me in high school. We jammed this all the time. There's Milo right there rocking out. Alright, this is on, it's like a EP, I guess you want to say. This only has 4 songs on here, or 6 songs on here. 45 RPM, bonus Fat. They had an initial one too that was just called Fat, I think. And so once Milo left the band, the other band members wanted to still, you know, keep making albums, so they created the band called All. So this is pretty much The Descendants minus Milo. Still great music. Obviously vocals are a little different with Dave Smalley, but still very, very good. And last but not least, another All album, All Roy Says. This time with Scott Reynolds on vocals. So you can see it's a tough band to like. They break up and get back together all the time, and they just toured. They came on through here last year. I didn't see them. Very depressed about that, actually, but yeah, so those were very nice pickups. That's it for this week. Like I said, keep looking for some more content coming, you know, from some top albums and stuff like that. I did pass 300 subscribers, and that was always going to be my goal, to have a contest at 300 subscribers. So look for a contest here pretty soon as a thank you to all of you. I know I'm really bad about commenting on people's videos. I apologize for that. It's just a timing thing, but yeah, so look for all that stuff coming in the near future. And thanks for watching as always, and enjoy reading your comments and interacting with you guys and girls, both of you. So yeah, take care. Later.